Welcome back. Feeding South Florida is a great organization dedicated to feeding hungry South Floridians in need of food. Here's the organization's president and CEO, Paco Velez. Well, fresh off the track for the Olympic trials, Paco, good to see you, man.
Hey, great to be here.
You're looking all athletic. What's going on?
Well, Feeding South Florida is having their sixth annual Outrun Hunger on March 12th. So I'm all decked out, and plus I wanted to give some of your viewers maybe a little change. I usually wear orange while I'm here, and I wanted to find out if you recognize me in anything other than orange.
I didn't recognize you. I had to, introduce myself to you, and then I'm like, wait a second. Of course we know each other. Yeah. So you're just gonna wear this outfit every day up to the 5K.
Every day.
Just get yourself prepared.
Maybe different colors, but every day, yes.
All right. Well, let's talk about Feeding South Florida. Then we'll come back and we'll talk about the 5K. For people who don't know, and you've been on this show a bunch of times, tell us more about your organization.
Sure. So Feeding South Florida is a food bank, one of 200 Feeding America food banks across the country, and one of 9 in the state of Florida. Feeding South Florida rescues food from those who have it and gets it to those who need it in the 4-county area. So we serve Palm Beach, Broward, Miami-Dade, and the Keys. And in these 4 counties, we serve over 785,040 individuals through a network of 360 nonprofit organizations. Not only do we rescue food and get it under the tables of those families who need it, but we also help with advocacy, and we help with different programs, backpack, after-school meals, summer meals, SNAP applications, things like that.
And people who don't know might be very surprised to hear, or maybe not, but South Florida is one of the areas hardest hit in the entire country, right? When it comes to malnourishment, undernourishment, people that are hungry, right?
There's a significant diabetes issue here in South Florida. There's also a lot of malnutrition, as you mentioned. So a lot of folks aren't really eating the right foods in the right amount or at the right time. So we're blessed to be part of the South Florida community, where in Palm Beach and in Miami-Dade, there's a huge produce or agricultural, and we're able to rescue a lot of that food. Almost half of our food is fresh produce, and we get it onto the tables of those families, and it's really needed.
I remember you telling me last time you were here that it's not just kids that are hungry. Sometimes it's the parents, because the parents have to make the decision to give the food to their children rather than eat it themselves. So a lot of times parents are going around with empty stomachs because their kids have to eat, right?
It's a sad case. We work with our vulnerable populations. That's our children and our older adults, our seniors who have already worked and now they're trying to pass the time, their golden age. But we do have a lot of working families, and those working families have to make that decision, whether to put food on the table or pay for their utilities. And a lot of times they're having to ration those meals. It's not cheap to live in South Florida, especially if you're making minimum wage.
All right, so let's raise a lot of money. Let's run, let's walk, let's 5K.
Absolutely.
Okay, so tell us more about the event.
So the event, as you mentioned, it's a 5K, a little over 3 miles. You get to burn a lot of energy and eat a cheeseburger after. Hopefully, you
Right.
get an amazing shirt, kind of like this one, and you get to help a cause. For every registration, we get to provide almost 200 meals for our families. So we're excited this year that JM Family Enterprises, a huge corporate citizen here in South Florida, has sponsored this event. So we're excited that they've become the presenting sponsor, and we're hoping a lot of folks come out on March 12th and support the organization and help feed our families.
You just said something so interesting. I want to make sure I heard it right. Every person that registers, you feed 200 people? Is that what you said?
Over 200 meals.
That's incredible.
Yes.
Yeah. So how could you not register, right?
That's what I'm saying.
200 meals.
Yes.
That's phenomenal. Where is the event? How can people register? All the background.
So the event is usual place, Charno Park here in Hollywood, or down in Hollywood. And go to our website, feedingsouthflorida.org, and go on events, and there you'll see the Outrun Hunger 5K in Hollywood, and register yourself, register your family, your group, your prayer group, pretty much anybody.
Are you running it? Are you walking it? What are you doing?
No, I'm not running. I have work to do. I have to announce the winners.
Shaking hands. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Plus, I have to make sure that the ocean is in full effect, so everybody can get the whole feel of the run.
You're going to make sure the ocean is in full effect.
Yes.
How do you do that?
With a bunch of fans, making sure that the fish are out and clapping for our families.
Good for you. Paco, it's always good to have you, because what you do for this community is so great, and I've had a chance to work with you a bunch, even though I didn't recognize you today. So have a great event, and I'm sure we will see you again soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You got it, man.